You've taken the first step in improving your memory. Now I'm going to reveal the next most important step that will take your memory to the highest level in just days. First of all, I want to introduce you to my friends. I served in the military and I was in Afghanistan in 2007. In this picture, starting at the very left, on the left is Brian, next to him is Rob, next to him is William, next to him is Al, and I'm the guy on the far right, Ron White. So those are my friends. Now I want to tell you about this. So you are about to see what has been called the most explosive memory course ever created. It's perfect for adults and kids over the age of 5 for schoolwork. It's a must for anyone who loves to learn and needs or wants to learn faster. What if you could recall and remember any piece of data, any name, any number, any fact, any poem, scripture, detail, whatever, and do it as effortlessly and consistently as the sun sets and rises? If you like to memorize things by singing a song or flashcards, that's fine, but this isn't for you. What I use is a systematic approach to memory, not silly songs, flashcards, or acronyms. A system that enables you to memorize anything, no matter how complicated. Breezing through schoolwork, advancing in your career, becoming an expert on just about anything overnight. The days of being frustrated to learn can be over. There is a simple question that I stumbled across when I was 18 and kicked out of college. It changed everything for me, and it will for you as well. First, I have a question for you. It's a game changer. What were my friends' names? Who were these guys? If you can remember them in business or in life, it's a game changer in building relationships. Imagine if this was your office and I asked you right now to go get me the Smith file. I said, go get it right away. Look at that mess. Could you go get a file right away? You couldn't do it. It's cluttered, crowded, disorganized, and confusing, and it's a picture of the average brain. If you didn't remember the names of Brian, Rob, William, and Al, it's because you tossed them on the floor of your mind. They went in there in a cluttered mess. Now imagine these same names are in organized folders in your brain. You could retrieve the file or name in seconds. Now here's the good news. Why can't you remember names, facts from classes, books, or verses? This is why. If your brain looked like this, you could retrieve the data quickly, and I'll prove it. Like my dad used to say, we can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way. This is the hard way. This is the easy way. But don't take my word for it. Listen to what our members are saying. Sandra Noddet wrote, Ron White states the sweetest sound to a person's ears is the sound of their own name. Thanks, Ron, for teaching me a system to remember people's names. Nathan Springs wrote, I've memorized the presidents, the first 100 digits. I'm assuming that's the 100 digits of pi, 3.14. The full poem, The Man in the Glass. I have 2 kids and I work 10 to 14 hours every day, and I can say for sure my memory has improved, and I will continue to use the system until I become the next U.S. memory champion. Amanda Nickerson wrote, wow, this is the most amazing brain training class ever. Day 1, 3 out of 20. I gave her 20 words and she only remembered 3 of them on day 1 of the class. Day 2, 44 out of 45. Incredible, she wrote. 545% improvement in my memory. I think it's probably even more than that. Thank you, Ron White. And it goes on and on. My name is Ron White. I'm a 2-time USA memory champion. I was on the National Geographic show Brain Games, and I held the record for the fastest to memorize a deck of cards in the USA at 1 minute and 27 seconds. I've created a new memory program that's without question my most comprehensive memory program. If you have one of my memory programs, you don't have this one. This is the most comprehensive one. You'll develop a steel trap memory in just a few days, and you'll do it the easy way while practicing for just 20 minutes a day with no textbook, no flashcards, no painful rote memorization, no online memory games that don't really work. The U.S. Marines have hired me for 4 years in a row to come to Marine Corps headquarters and teach this method. You'll finally be able to go to that meeting and remember everyone's names without stress or anxiety. You'll shock your date, and not to mention the waiter when you order wine in impressive French. You'll breeze through books, being able to list 100 points from any book as you become a subject matter expert on anything. You might even get a leg up at work for being the one person who can give presentations without notes, impressing your clients and your boss. You'll learn to easily memorize scripture, poems, quotes, names, books, notes for tests, business information, lots of cool stuff. You'll even be able to use it for fun games. Instead of remembering 9 or 10 colors in a row, imagine amazing your friends by recalling 100 colors in a row. No joke. I'll show you how. I'll personally promise you that what I'm about to teach you will work no matter how old you are or how bad you were at school. Even if you flunked your way out of college like I did, no matter how busy you are, no matter how many times you've tried and failed to improve your memory, even if you spent hours playing online games that never worked, read every book, or tried rote memorization until you got a headache. I don't know about you, but silly rhymes to remember or flashcards weren't fun and easy. It was a nightmare. Spanish, physics, algebra, it was all the same. Brutal and stressful work trying to cram and remember as much as I could to squeak by on the test. Now here's the sad part. I was a pretty good student, but when I couldn't remember using the standard, or should I say hard way of memory, flashcards and cramming, I would feel dumb and inadequate. What's worse is that many just give up. They resign themselves to being dumb and ashamed. They grow into adults who at business meetings leave not remembering a single name, and it's killing their pocketbook and career opportunities. Honestly, your memory is much better than you give it credit for, and I'm going to prove it. What's the big question that I discovered years ago? Well, it's the easy way. And it sounds kind of silly, but here it is. Look at the window. Yes, look at the window in your room. Right now, I want you to look at the window, and I want you to imagine that dollar bills are flying through the window. If you catch them, you have $1 million. See it. Money, dollar bills flying through that window. Now look at the light in your room. Imagine cracks begin to form in it and water seeping through. It isn't a light, it's a dam, and it's breaking. Run for your life! Now I want you to look at the chair, and on that chair is a chef, and he is out in the hot sun, a chef in the sun. Whatever your favorite food is, imagine a chef is cooking that in the chair. Now imagine you're at that chair and you're tasting the food that the chef is cooking. In your mouth, I want you to imagine medicine. Start tasting medicine. What kind of medicine are you tasting in your mouth right now? On your legs, I want you to imagine a man in a rowboat. Look at your legs and hear the water and feel the cool water and see the man in the rowboat. Look at your legs and say, man in a rowboat. Now let me ask you this. What was on the window? A dollar bill. What was on the light? It was a dam. What was on the chair? It was a chef out in the sun. What was in your mouth? Medicine. And what was on your legs? A man in a rowboat. We didn't memorize these words with rote memorization or some silly online game or flashcards. Not at all. We memorized the way your brain is supposed to. Secret number 1, your brain needs files just like an office. In this scenario, the window, the chair, the